Welcome to the Jupiter Radio Theater, brought to you by Amalgamated Food and Industrial Rubber, makers of Masterson Gold cigarettes, with no filter so you can get that immediate nicotine rush. Masterson Gold uses menthol extracted from wild mint and other natural ingredients combined with cigar, pipe, and cigarette tobacco for a smooth and healthy smoke. Switch to Masterson Gold and you'll soon hear your doctor say,
"What in the hell have you done to your lungs?"
Right. Well, on with the show. The Jupiter Radio Theater presents The Case of the Dead Dealer. Say, was that guy really a doctor?
What do you want?
Michael Stevens, I'm arresting you for the murder of Edmund Devareaux.
You never know who's going to walk into my office. My name's Hammer, Jack Hammer. Yeah, go ahead, laugh it off. It ain't funny to me no more. I used to be a cop, but now I spend my time on the lookout for shoplifters, or following wandering husbands or wives, or pondering horses and how to bet on them with money I don't have. But like I say, you never know who will walk in the door.
Mr. Hammer.
That's me. Come on in, lady, and have a seat. What can I do for you, Mrs.
Devareaux. Mrs. Roxanne Devareaux.
Devareaux? Any relation to Edmund Devareaux, the stockbroker that just got killed?
He was my husband. I want you to look into his death.
Huh. I thought the cops had already sewed this one up.
They did, but they got it wrong.
How so? From what I read in the paper, they got an open and shut case.
It isn't in the horse racing section like you've got open here.
Yeah, leave it. I did read the news too, you know. Front page stuff. Edmund Devareaux, senior partner at Devareaux and Devon's brokerage, was found dead in his office last Tuesday morning. He had been shot twice in the chest. Based on evidence at the scene, police arrested one Michael Stevens. He pleaded not guilty at arraignment and is in the Jackson County Jail awaiting trial. Did I miss anything?
Just one thing. Mikey didn't do it. I know he didn't.
Mikey? What's your relationship with Big Mike Stevens? And how do you know he didn't do it?
Mikey and I go way back. I guess you could say we were an item in high school. After graduation, we just went separate ways. I went to work as a secretary in a brokerage. That's where I met Edmund. He was so sophisticated and urbane. And Mikey went into construction. His dad was a carpenter and started moving up in the union.
Yeah, I heard about him. Hard man. Tough guy for the union. So you've kept in touch?
Not until lately. Once Mikey got to be head of the local, he and his wife Sally began attending charitable society events, like Edmund and I did. We're friendly, we talk at these events, but that's it.
You're not giving me much to go on, Mrs. Devereaux. Maybe the cops got this one right.
Please, Mr. Hammer, I know he's innocent. You've got to take this case.
I don't know. One other thing. Why have you waited so long to bring me in? And why me? There are a dozen other agencies in this town, and this isn't what I normally do.
Honestly, I've been to all the other agencies. They've turned me down flat. Said it was pointless, a waste of time. Even when I offered payment up front. Mr. Hammer, would you—
Payment up front? How much are you willing to put up? My rate is $10 per day plus expenses.
Okay, that's fair. How about a $50 retainer to get you started? Here's the cash.
50 smackers. Hang on a sec, I gotta make a call. Bugsy? Yeah, it's Hammer. Listen, I want to put $25 on Levanto to win at Riverside next Saturday. Yeah, I know the odds are 10 to 1. What? Okay, no bet till you see the cash. I'm on my way.
So you'll take the case?
Yeah, but now, Mrs. Devereaux, I quite literally have to go see a man about a horse. After I got squared away with Bugsy, he's my bookie in case you hadn't figured it out, I went along to police headquarters to see my old pal, Lieutenant Harry Armstrong, to see what they had on my client's friend. Hey, Lieutenant Armstrong, got a minute?
Well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in. Jack Hammer, private eye. I haven't seen you in a while.
Had no reason to come before, but now I do. How you doing?
So this isn't a social call. Mercy me. Well, I guess I'm doing okay. Staying busy. How about you? Miss being a cop? Is that why you're here?
I sure missed having a good left arm and shoulder. I do miss being a cop. A bit. That's why I do what I do. And I need your help.
How so? You need some money? Pony's not treating you right?
Nah, the horses are okay. I need info. Specifically, I need to know what you got on Big Mike Stevens. Devereaux's wife thinks he's innocent.
She paying you for this? She should save her money. I think he's going down for it.
How so? I hear he pleaded not guilty at arraignment.
Well, what do you expect? You think he'd ask the judge to send him to the chair? Now, he's our man. Listen, here's the scoop. Gladys Wilson, the secretary, was working late last Monday. Devereaux had a client coming in, and he'd ask her to stay behind and greet him. Apparently, this happened fairly often. Anyway, she stayed, greeted the client, ushered him into Devereaux's office, and then left.
So who was this mysterious client?
I'll tell you in a sec. So to continue, Miss Wilson comes in Tuesday morning and goes into Devereaux's office around 8 to take in the morning mail, and she finds her boss shot dead in his chair.
Wait a minute. Was there anyone else in the office? And where was his partner Devins in all of this?
Well, Devins is out of it. He left early on Monday and didn't come in Tuesday until after we showed up. There was, only 3 of them in the office. Gladys Wilson was secretary to both of them.
Go on.
So after she gets over the shock of finding her boss dead, she calls us. We rolled in and get started. What we found was that Devereaux was shot twice in the chest at close range. Medical examiner puts time of death at around 8 p.m. Monday night, give or take an hour. We recovered 2 slugs, 38 specials. They went right through Devereaux and hit a safe behind his desk. We could tell they were 38s by the weight, but the slugs were so misshapen from hitting the safe that ballistics won't be able to get any more info out of them. And we found a bunch of fingerprints on one of the chairs and one of his desk pins. We had Devereaux's appointment book to tell who the mysterious client was. Care to guess who that would be?
No, it couldn't be. Not.
Yep, it was one Michael Stevens, a.k.a. Big Mike, organizer for the AFL Local 7762. As it turns out, he also has a permit to carry a 38 special. So we scoop him up and bring him in.
Oh, come on, Harry. That can't be all you got. What about gunpowder residue on his hand? Did you get the gun from him? Had it been fired lately?
Well, we couldn't tell, but he had all Monday night and most of Tuesday morning to clean himself up and the gun. Damn it, he's all we got. We can place him at the scene, and we know he had the means to commit the crime.
So what's the motive? Why would he knock off Devereaux? What's Stevens got to say about it? And why was he even there?
Those are really good questions, but Big Mike ain't talking. All he'll tell us is that he's innocent, and Devereaux was alive when he left around 8 p.m. Look, Big Mike is a rough guy. He's a union organizer, you know. He's had some history with the police, and it hasn't been real pleasant. But this is out of his league. I'm pretty sure he did it, but I don't like having so many questions open and unanswered. When I get to the DA, I want everything tied down tight.
Can I talk to him? Maybe he'll open up some to me.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Hey, Parker, will you take Mr. Hammer down to the cells and let him see Big Mike?
Okay, you got 10 minutes, and I'll be right here by the door if you need me.
Thanks.
Who are you? What do you want? You're not another cop, are you?
Nope. Used to be, but no more. Now I'm just a private detective looking into a suspicious death. Edmund Devareaux, to be specific.
I said all I'm going to say to the cops. I got nothing to say to you either.
Really? Well, let's try anyway. We'll start with, why were you there?
Some detective you are. Why do most folks visit a stockbroker?
You went to buy stocks?
What else? Some of it was personal, and some of it was for the union pension fund. We've been dealing with Devereaux and Debbins for a while now.
So that's it? You just went to buy stocks?
Yep, that's the long and short of it.
No arguments? No harsh words?
Nah, all business. He gave some investment advice, recommended some stocks, and I placed an order. Then I left. Got home shortly before 8.
That's about the time the medical examiner figures he was killed. Any explanation as to why the next time anyone sees him, he's dead?
None whatsoever. He was alive and kicking when I left. Say, what's this all about? Why are you so interested? Who hired you?
Someone who thinks you're innocent?
Yeah, who?
Roxanne Devereaux.
Hey,
Why would she think you're innocent?
leave her out of this. She had nothing to do with any of it. Nothing. She's a good kid. Her husband was a rotter and probably deserved what he got, but leave her alone. You hear me? Leave her alone. Hey, Warden, open up. We're done in here.
We might be done in here, Mike, but we're not done. Not by a long shot.
Get out.
I hadn't uncovered a motive with Big Mike, but my curiosity was sparked by his reaction to Roxanne's involvement. Why was he so upset? Did he suspect her and was trying to warn me off? Or was there something going on between the two of them? I had a contact down at the Times, Gwendolyn Snowden, society editor. She would know if there was anything going on. Hello, Hazel. How are things?
As I live and breathe, Jack Hammer. But Hazel Cromer has become Gwendolyn Snowden, society editor here. I'll thank you to remember that and act accordingly.
Sure. Listen, Gwen, I need some help, some info.
What kind of info?
You rub shoulders with all the big society folks, right?
Yeah.
So if someone was messing around where they shouldn't be, you'd know about it, right?
Only what's out in public. I don't go behind closed doors, Jack. And if I do see something going on, it's my job to keep it out of the papers. Our publishers don't like it when other bigwigs are made to look bad.
But you'd know, right?
Probably. Possibly. What are you after, Jack?
I'm trying to establish the relationship between Roxanne Devereaux and Big Mike Stevens. Is there anything going on there?
Okay, I can help with that. They're friends. Just friends. Have been for ages, apparently. Nothing romantic. You thought they were stepping out?
I didn't know. Wasn't sure. Thanks, Gwen.
Now, Edmund Devareaux, there's another story. I've had my hands full keeping quiet about him for years.
Is that so?
Yep. Let me show you. Hey, Jimmy. Where are the pictures we took at the charity ball last week?
In your desk.
Where in my desk?
Second drawer, down on the right. Behind a bottle of gin.
Shut up, will ya? Here they are. See, there's Roxanne Devareaux and Mike Stevens chatting with some other swells. Nothing spectacular. And here's another of them just chatting at the buffet table. No spark like what you're looking for.
Yeah, but they could just be posing to hide their relationship.
I don't think so. Jimmy used to work for the tabloids. He's good at getting natural, unguarded pictures. Like this one of Edmund Devareaux and a certain lady. Think that was posed?
Wow, they are pretty chummy. And right out there in the middle of everything. She's a beaut. Who is she?
Yeah, some folks in high society maintain a front, an image of propriety. Some, like Devereaux, just don't seem to care. That's Angela Debbins, Devereaux's business partner's wife. Speaking of Debbins and unposed photographs, see that guy in the background looking at those two?
The angry-looking guy?
Yep, that's Frank Debbins, watching his wife and Devereaux.
Man, if looks could kill, I'd be investigating 2 murders. Say thanks, Gwen.
You're welcome. By the way, the look on Debbins' face might not just be about his wife and Devereaux. There are rumors in society circles that all is not as it should be at Devereaux and Debbins. Some of the swells who are clients think they may be getting shortchanged. If anyone would know, it would be Berryman Accounting. They do all the accounting and reporting for Devereaux and Debbins.
Thanks, Gwen. I'll check with them. You're a pal. Say, do any of these swells own horses? Know anything about them? I called Armstrong and let him know what I'd found out from Gwen. He was interested, which was good, as I knew I'd need his muscle to make the folks at Berryman Accounting talk to me. He agreed to call ahead. I went over to the firm and was immediately ushered in to see Miss Marjorie Palmer, one of their big cheeses. Thanks for seeing me on short notice, Mrs. Palmer.
Well, I hardly have any choice, do I? Not after that phone call from Lieutenant Armstrong. He said that if I didn't cooperate, the next step would be for him to come down with a search warrant and a dozen policemen to, in his words, take this place apart. So, what do you want to know, Mr. Hammer? But also be aware that there may be certain details of our client's business that I cannot discuss.
Fair enough. For starters, what exactly does your firm do for Devereaux and Debbins?
Basically, we provide oversight and reporting. Devereaux and Debbins do most of their own bookkeeping. We review the books periodically and prepare financial reports for their clients. And we do payroll for the salaried employees.
And how often do you do these reports?
Normally quarterly. The last set of reports we did was a month ago.
And everything was on the up and up?
No. There were some irregularities.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that someone at the firm was making improper or incorrect entries. We really couldn't make sense of it.
So someone was fiddling with the accounts, cooking the book?
That implies criminal intent, so I'll stick with irregularities. They could have been simply mistaken entries.
What did they look like, these irregularities?
Overpayments, mainly, for certain stocks held by the corporation for certain clients. Dividends were paid in excess of those declared by the stock company, and sometimes there were amounts larger than that declared or paid multiple times. Sometimes these entries were canceled, but not always.
So these were for all clients, both Devereaux and Debbins?
Mostly Devereaux, but a few Debbins. Here's a list.
Costello, Fonseca, Zilli? Say, this reads like a who's who of the local mob.
So it seems. That's what Mr. Debbins said when we showed him all of this. He was very upset by the whole situation.
When was this?
A week ago Monday, the same day that Mr. Devereaux was murdered.
Holy cow. Say, can I borrow your phone? It's important.
Well, of course.
Hello? This is Jack Hammer. I need to speak to Lieutenant Armstrong. Harry, listen. I figured out who really killed Edmund Devareaux. Yeah, meet me at Devereaux and Debbins as quick as you can. And Harry, better bring some artillery and backup. I hightailed it over to Devereaux and Debbins' office and got there just as Armstrong showed up with a couple of his detectives. We ran into the building and blasted past the receptionist and up the stairs to Debbins' office.
We're here to see Frank Debbins. Where is he?
He's locked in his office.
Locked in?
That's right. We were here at my desk going over his appointment schedule when the receptionist called up to say you were coming up. Mr. Debbins turned white as a ghost and ran back into his office. I heard the key turn in the lock.
You got another key?
No, I don't.
Harry, this ain't good. We gotta do something.
Right. Okay, boys. Bust it open.
Sure thing, boss.
Frank Debbins, I'm here to
Look out, Harry. He's gonna off
Grab
himself.
him!
Let me go. Let me finish this.
Give me that, you.
Nothing doing, pal.
Here you go, Lieutenant.
Huh. A 38 special, eh? What's going on, Debbins?
You should have let me finish it.
Hey, Harry. This gun's been fired 3 times, but we only heard 1 shot. Where'd the other 2 go?
Debbins?
Ask Devareaux. He knows.
You know we can't ask. Wait a minute. Are you saying you shot Devareaux?
Yeah, I shot him.
So, Harry, the 2 slugs you recovered from Devareaux's office were fired from this gun. Why, Frank? Was it because he caught you fiddling the accounts?
You got it all wrong. Edmund was the one fiddling. I think he was laundering money for someone.
So you confronted him.
That's right. He said I should just shut up and not worry about it. I said, no, it's my clients too you're messing with. He just laughed and then...
Then what?
Then he said he'd take care of everything for me, like he was taking care of Angela, my wife, for me. That's when I snapped. I came back in here, got my gun, went back, and...
Frank Debbins, I'm arresting you for the murder of Edmund Devareaux. Cuff him, boys.
Lieutenant Armstrong took Debbins down to police headquarters and booked him. Prosecutors dropped the charges against Big Mike Stevens and let him loose. Frank Debbins, on the other hand, was charged, tried, found guilty, and sent to the big house for life. That much I know from reading the papers. Whatever happened to Angela Debbins? Did Big Mike Stevens and Roxanne Devereaux ever get together? Nobody hired me to find out, so I don't know. And since I'm not getting paid to find out, I don't care much either. One thing I did find out, how Levanto placed at Riverside on Saturday. Dead last, lousy nag.